Drum roll.
Sommelier.
Sommelier. Yeah, so you might have heard that word but don't really get what that is about. But this is a very important person in the wine industry because they deal firsthand with customers and especially in a restaurant environment. Yeah.
So a sommelier also needs to be certified.
Hey there, wine lovers.
Hi everyone.
If you're new here, I'm wairimu.
And I'm Claire.
Welcome to the Wine Safari. And if you're one of us,
welcome back.
welcome back.
So last week, of course, we did not upload, but it's because unfortunately someone was feeling unwell. But as you can see today, we are 10 times better.
So that's awesome. So we can get into it.
Yes, and we hope you had an amazing week full of blessings.
Right.
So today's topic is something we really associate with because we are in
Day in, day out, we are working in the industry.
Yes.
Yeah.
So our today's topic is wine industry jobs.
Right.
Wine industry
Careers, call it
Whatever you
wine
call it.
professions.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we are going to tackle them. We are going to tackle the most important job titles
At least,
in this
yeah.
sector.
Yeah.
And of course, to start it off, we know working in the wine industry, even if you don't work there, I know you can see how fun it is. You have seen
Right.
us.
There's always this thought that people who work in the wine industry are always drinking wine, traveling. Yes.
Yeah, because you're always showing we are drinking and having fun.
Yeah.
Because it is fun.
It's a bonus.
But as much as it is, most of these wine careers really need education, certification, and extensive knowledge of wine.
Right.
So some of this knowledge is not just acquired through drinking large amounts of wine.
That's
You have
just
to have
part
an
of
agenda.
it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So we will start with the most important job title, which is enologist.
Enologist.
Yes.
Or
So enologists, they use scientific processes to study the grape and the grape juice through the process of wine making.
yeah.
So they test the sugars, the acids,
The
the
grapes.
pH, the acidity,
The soils.
the nutritional information of the grape.
Right.
Then that information they hand it over to the winemakers, who they use the information to know when to harvest the grape and also how to go through the process of winemaking.
Of winemaking.
Yeah, so that is basically the work of enologists.
Yeah.
So it's more to study the grape when it's still on the vine.
Right.
Yeah.
And you would say this would be an ideal job for someone who's really into the science of wine.
Science.
Yeah.
Yes. Science.
So scientists in the house, I know you get this. So it's a very
Najua ni wengi huko.
right.
Yeah.
So it's a very critical aspect of winemaking and wine growing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's at the top of the wine industry.
Yes, and you have, as I have said, they take now that information to the winemaker.
Right.
Or the vintner. So who is a vintner?
Right.
Who is a winemaker? You say they are the masters of winemaking.
Right.
So winemakers or the vintners should also have intensive knowledge on the complex chemical reaction that goes through the process of winemaking, because they deal with making the wine.
Yeah. Turning grape juice into wine.
Into wine.
Yeah.
So they also have to have that knowledge and to also know and understand the end product of a certain grape.
Yeah, so it requires knowledge and skill as well.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so you find that a winemaker is not just any person. They really have to be knowledgeable and certified. They go to school for this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most of them also need a lot of passion.
Yeah, I find that individuals in the
easy
wine
task.
business do it out of passion.
Passion, so that you can also get that creativity.
Right.
Yeah.
So we have the enologist, the winemaker. Let's not forget the wine grower. I mean, come on, this is the person who tends and nurtures the grapes until they're good enough to harvest. So it's this kind of job is ideal for an individual who loves being in the countryside and who is also very well versed with the agricultural process of growing grapes.
Can we call them the vineyard managers?
Yeah, those are the vineyard managers, and you find that they'll also be in charge of budgeting during grape growing season. They take care of the grapes.
They train
hire other employees. Especially during harvest season, they have to bring in workers to harvest the grapes. So in general, they are in charge of what happens in the vineyards.
It's more of any manager of a farm.
Right.
Exactly. It's just that they're dealing with the grapes.
Then also in the winery, wineries can be, you find that they can be small wineries, family-owned wineries, or large corporate wineries. And at that, you already have the winemaker, the enologist. Then there's also the sales and marketing aspect in a winery. So it could be a winery that is dealing with one brand or different brands, different groups of brands. So they also need to market their product, of course. So you find operations directors in wineries, sales managers, PR managers, who are dealing with relations between the winery and the outside market. And there's also the tasting room manager. Wineries tend to have a tasting room. So you find that that also needs someone to manage. So they manage people who come in to taste the wines, the wine education of the winery, and all that. So those are the people you find in a winery. It's a very long-term kind of employment. And it also requires people who love to work in a communal kind of environment. Because you're always working with people. And
always ready to listen to other opinions, because there's so many positions out there, and you have to work hand in hand
with others.
Yes, you can't do it. You can't do it alone. So the other one is the wine cellar designer.
Right.
Yes, we do have wine cellar designers, and these are people who work with maybe homeowners, vineyards or wineries, and businesses like restaurants and hotels to design a wine cellar. And for those who don't know what a wine cellar is, where it's a storage where wine is stored
for maturation,
bottled, or it's cellared
in barrels,
or plastic containers, whichever, but wherever wines are stored before they are now distributed. Or even, as I said, they also deal with homeowners. Some homeowners do have cellars. They store their wines to age their wines or just to keep them there in good temperatures. So wine cellars, they design, as I was saying, they design the wine cellar. And of course, they don't really have to necessarily have so much knowledge on wine, but at least they should know the materials they should use to design the cellar. They should know how to control the temperatures.
That is very critical in a wine cellar.
Temperature and humidity. So they make use of their engineering and architectural principles. So that's all they do. And also don't forget designing a wine cellar.
It has to look good.
So that is all they do.
Okay, interesting. Then the other sector is the importers and distributors of wine. So and that is where we fall in, because we work with a company that imports wines into Kenya. So the importer jobs, basically, you find that they're really good with people who don't mind traveling a lot, dealing with business peers, restaurants, corporate companies. And under the importer jobs, you have sales executives, sales managers, sales and marketing, so that of course we're importing wine so that we can distribute across the country. So of course we need to be well versed with sales, marketing, product. We need to know, we know our product well.
And also the product that is really moving in that particular region.
So to be in this business means that the owner is very well aware of the market that they're getting into, and
the costs too.
It also requires someone who's very self-motivated, organized, because it's a tasking job, and that is where we fall in. So in case you're wondering, we work with an importing company. Yeah, and then we can roll down to the hospitality aspect of the wine industry, which is actually the most important because it deals with wine service, generally. So, and that is where this very vaguely understood job comes into play, which is, drum roll, sommelier. Yeah, so you might have heard that word but don't really get what that is about. But this is a very important person in the wine industry because they deal firsthand with customers, and especially in a restaurant environment. Yeah.
So a sommelier also needs to be certified.
Right. You don't just become a sommelier. You literally have.
A sommelier needs to have the knowledge on how to serve, to store, to serve, and to taste wine.
Right.
They also know how to pair wine and food. Yeah. They can recommend what wine to their customers.
Right.
In restaurants, in retail shops.
Yeah, so you find that they are mostly found in restaurants, and if a restaurant has a sommelier, yes, the waiters and waitresses are dealing with the customers, but a sommelier can be called in to handle, some, you could say in some instances where customer is really indecisive, sommeliers come in handy with helping customers pick out wines.
Exactly. So there's a difference between a sommelier and a waiter when it comes to
Oh yeah, of course.
Very different.
Very big difference.
As we have explained there. Also, the sommeliers can also act as consultants in restaurants and hotels.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And they are all there to also make the wine lists.
Right.
Yeah, and
they're in charge. Some are in charge of the beverage category in a wine restaurant. Yeah, and we also have wine educators. They might not be found in restaurants, but they hold a very significant position in the wine industry. For instance, we have the WSET wine educators in Kenya now. So if you're looking to get into the wine industry and certification is at the top of your priorities, then wine educators come in handy because they teach you about wine, they examine you, then you can get that certificate, that paper that shows, hey yo, I'm a wine professional, I passed my exam, and you can look for jobs with more ease. Yeah. So self-teach if you have to, attend a wine course if you have to, and but most importantly, have fun. Yeah, and drink wine, drink lots of wine. Yeah.
And make sure that you're enjoying what you're doing.
Right.
Because as much as you go out there and do those certification, have degrees and masters, and you don't have the passion, then it's not going to work.
It doesn't work.
You'll not even enjoy it.
Right.
Yeah. So
we hope you have learned something today, and if you previously did not take wine, the wine industry seriously, now you know that there are people who actually do exams for these things.
Yes.
And it's a very demanding job if you take it seriously, but it really pays off.
Yes.
Yeah. Plus, what's better than seeing people enjoying good wine? Yeah. So guys, we hope you had fun watching this video and that you learned something today. And if you did not take the wine industry as a serious profession, that now you do.
And don't hesitate to take one of these wine titles or go to school to learn some of these jobs.
Yeah.
And we're hoping to see you next week on Friday. Same place, same people,
Same time.
And don't forget to take care of your wine.
Always take care of your wine.
Bye.
Bye.